Hello. This video is going to be slightly back to front. Today I visited a plant fair. When I ordered some trees, the 3 trees from Jurassic Plants, I was looking at their website, looking at their info, and saw that they were going to be attending this plant fair sort of 15, 20 minutes away from where I live today. So I figured I'd go along, have a look. I've never been to a plant fair before. But I appreciate some of you may not want to watch the walk around. So what I'm going to do first is show you my haul of trees, and then I'll attach the footage of when I arrived and what I saw while I was there. So if you just want to see the trees, I'll show you those now, and then the footage will follow on. Obviously, the narrative is slightly backwards because while I'm there, I'm talking about what's to come. So everything that I've purchased in these 2 bags was from Jurassic Plants. Their store was fantastic, so I'm not going to waste time singing their praises. I'm going to show you my haul, and I'll start with this one first because no, I won't. I'll come back to that one. So I had to put these in the pannier of my bike, and they handled the journey back pretty well. I packed them in, but this one didn't do too well. In fact, we'll get them out of the way. So first and foremost, 2 little ginkgos. I'm going to have a look at the soil. I'm not going to repot them now, but I'm going to repot them very soon. Quite tightly condensed in. Okay, so not many roots. Some. I'd say though, everything's going to be repotted in the next week or so. So 2 little ginkgos. First of all, I've spoken quite a bit about my enthusiasm for ginkgo specifically, so it's nice to have a couple more very young ginkgos to my collection. Next, again, I've spoken about my passion for these and my challenge in getting hold of these before. And got a couple of Japanese Zelkovas. So slightly different in style. This one's got a nice twin trunk. And this one here, it's got a couple of lower branches. It's much higher. So some interesting options with both of those. I was really quite pleased to see them. Next we have a vine leaf maple. I'm not sure if it's a twin trunk or if there's 2 separate trees in there. I've got a feeling it's the former. So my intention with this will be just to repot and do nothing with, certainly for this year anyway. Okay, so this one doesn't have an information tag, and I can't for the life of me recall what that is. I want to say it's a maple of some sort, but I'm not entirely certain. Can't recall. So next on the list, a tea crab apple. So I've got a number of crab apples, all of them a bit more mature than this, but I don't have a tea crab apple specific variety. So there's a bit of movement in the trunk already, not much, so that will need a little bit of wire just to add a little bit of interest, let's say. Okay, next, a sweet gum tree. So I saw a video, I can't for the life of me remember who it was. Someone in either America or Australia, and for some reason I'm sure it was Australia, where he was collecting sweet gum like we collect dandelions. They were everywhere, and he was just pulling them out of the ground. It's not something that I've seen anywhere here specifically, so I thought I'd take one of those. It's got a number of different bud points along those two trunks, so it looks quite promising. But again, that's probably going to be left alone for quite some time. A New Zealand Pittosporum. I must confess, some of these I purchased. Jurassic Plants had some great info cards, but I've not retained that memory. So these got these wonderful little sort of crinkled leaves. It's got a branch starting sort of midway down. Again, we'll pop that up and let it do its thing. Fuji cherry. I've not had much joy with Fuji cherries. I've had a couple and they've all died. So a bit hesitant, but I thought, why not? Why not? So this was actually free. If you bought, I think if you bought a minimum of 3, you got 1 free Hardy Lemon Orange, Citrus Trifoliata. So a little freebie. I need to get ordering some more pond baskets, don't I? Okay, this is an interesting one. Tiger fig. But to be fair to them, they had about 5 different types of ficus there, and of all of them, they all had sort of a big trunk chop and then the trunk starting from the side. This was the only one that had a solid trunk with some good branching already established. Don't know if you can see that. So hardy down to 15 degrees. I was under the belief that all ficus were tropical, so yeah, that'd be nice to see what happens. And then last but by no means least, and the information tag's gone from this one, is this. And again, I can't remember for the life of me what that is. But I don't remember what half of the trees in my garden is off the top of my head, so it's not unusual. So what have we got there? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 different little saplings. Any guesses on price? What's a reasonable price? So I paid £59, which I feel okay with. For the selection, I feel relatively happy. So I'll say, what I'll do now is I'll stitch together the the footage from me at the venue. It's only it's under 10 minutes long. So please do have a watch if it's interesting to you. Thank you for your time, and I hope you're all having a great day. Hi guys, just got to the destination. Limited by space and what I can purchase, which is probably a good thing. Didn't bring a microphone or selfie stick. I'll try and get some footage as I go. Let's have a look around. Okay, so the venue is a place called Middleton Hall, which I've never heard of. It's only about 15 minutes away from where I live. So we're gonna have a look what they've got. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. Right, I am in. Assume this is the way because there's some stalls up there. It's quite a regal building. I'm just gonna have a bit of a nosy. So they do some sort of education on animals. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect here. The reason I've came is the trees that I bought from the website Jurassic Plants. When I was reading their website, the About Us section, a couple of weeks ago, I saw that they were here and they were located in Wales. So I thought, they're only 15 minutes away, so I'm going to come and have a little wander. But I'm quite blessed that I'm on my bike, because then I'm limited by, certainly by the size of any purchases, but also by quantity. Because I have a habit of buying everything. Like already, look at that. That's a beautiful little trunk. Not sure what to expect though. It is advertised as a plant sale, so I'm not sure there'll be too many trees. Probably a lot of shrubs. I'm sure everyone's going to be looking at me going, who's that nut job with his phone out? Quite a nice day. Sun has appeared. So this is what I thought it would be, sort of stereotypical garden plants. Which aren't of any real interest to me at the moment. But I'm gonna have a wander. What I'll probably do is have one wander with my phone and then have a more thorough wander without, just to get a feel for anything that I want or don't want. So I've not got my microphone, so if the sound is particularly poor, please do not hold that against me. Are they some antiques? Yeah. One thing I would like, if I see it, is some mature rosemary. Hello. Mature rosemary plant would be If you've watched any of my videos, you know I love a ginkgo. Oh dear.
I think you gave them me about 15, 20 years ago. He-Man. So you got it all right, mate.
So the large one is 18. Those ones there are 2 for £18. I might take 2 of those. Have a pocket full of money that I'd taken with me to the Birmingham Bonsai Bonanza and didn't spend. So what we got up here? Now this is when I'm glad that I'm on my bike, because none of this is transportable. There's a lovely ginkgo over there. I was only saying the other day that they're quite hard to come by. Oh, this one actually is probably a metre and a bit tall, quite leggy though. Well, it's not leggy, it's just too tall. There's another one there. Much thicker, but very straight. Look at this beautiful dawn redwood. Look at that. Nice thick trunk. Beautiful foliage. And that is about 1.70 m. Beautiful tree. Oh dear. The reason I've got so many trees is because I've been through a phase of wherever I go, be it garden centre, nursery, I have to leave with 3 items. That's my rule. I don't know if you can hear that bike, but sounds tasty. Don't really think there's anything there for me. So far, a couple of ginkgos have caught my eye. See, things like this are really the small, delicate leaves. Looks quite aged. £10 though. So yeah, there's a lot of garden plants, like plants, perennials, that sort of thing. This sort of thing. Which isn't really, not really top of my shopping list. Geraniums. hosta. I've never even heard of a hosta before. Yeah, nothing there. What have we got here? Something different. Okay. This is a bit more my cup of tea. So there's a stone pine. I've got some of those seedlings at the moment. What else have we got?
That's what we bought. We bought two big ones. Yeah. We bought bigger ones. To get to them before, we had three really well.
No. It's always the way, isn't it?
Someone told us when they start, just before they ripen.
3 plants for £14 plus a free hardy lemon. Interesting.
Inside he's got a fruit tree, which he's put so that he's just trying to block out the hideous buildings next to it. Okay. Got 20 years.
So this has actually got quite a bit. You can't make it up, can you? It's the very stand that I came to see. Okay, I'm going to come back to this stand. They've got quite a lot of interest. Yeah, they've got a hell of a lot. Really well presented as well. 3 plants are £14. Pick and mix. Again, just saw that giant dawn redwood. There's a juvenile on there. Japanese Alcova.
Got an evergreen book.
Just trying to separate this Alcova to have a look at it. Okay. How many of them do you reckon I could fit in my bike? 9? 12? I reckon I'm going to find out.
It's quite stunning when it flowers. It's got a big flower, a dark purple. Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Right, so I've nearly done a loop. I mean, it's quite a nice laid out event. In fact, that's the end of the loop. So there's just going to be some ground plants over there. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is hit the Jurassic plant stand, make a purchase, and then get home and take a look at what I get. Right, guys, I'm out of here. You had to pre-book tickets for this place. Well, you didn't, because it turned out you could buy them when you'd arrived, but £4. And that as well gets you in the grounds. Assume you can go and have a look. Oh, there's like a nature trail, people having picnics over there. So I'm not going to do that because I'm on my own, and not my sort of thing wandering around places on my own. But what I've got to try and do and get everything that I bought into the bike pannier now. So I mean, look at that building. It's pretty fantastic. Nature trail, craft centre, tea room. I'll have a wander down to the end, but I think I'm ready to go. There's just some picnic tables. Right, let's get home and then unveil the goods.